And good evening, everyone. Welcome inside the Entry Pavilion here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. I'm Scott Agnes of FieldhouseFiles.com. Well, a little bit later normal practice than usual as the Fever hooking up their MVP season ticket holders here tonight with an open practice. So they had a little bit of practice out on their Salesforce court before going inside the main bowl here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse to perform in front of the players. They had 5-on-5 action, and among those was Caitlin Clark, who was back out on the court here today, looked sharp, and what was fun was to see the tandem in the backcourt between Caitlin Clark and Aari McDonald. They'll have another practice coming up tomorrow before a noon game on Wednesday against the Golden State Valkyries. The other big news is the Indiana Fever are getting 3 All-Stars here to All-Star Weekend coming up in just a couple weekends here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, as you'll have Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston. Now, as I'm recording this here, Caitlin Clark's down holding the live draft for the All-Star game with fellow co-captain Nafisa Collier on the other side. And before they finish this MVP event, Caitlin made clear she hopes and intends to draft both Kelsey and AB to her team. Now come inside, watch some highlights from practice, and hear from Stephanie White, from Aari McDonald, and from Kelsey Mitchell.
On that 5-on-5 setting, Aari's playing together for the first time. How do you anticipate that looking and having 2 point guard ball handlers on the floor at the same time?
Yeah, I think it'll be really good. For us to be able to see off the ball a little bit more, in certain situations, and in playing on the floor with Aari gives her that opportunity to do that. I think it can give her a break. I think we can get her and our team different looks when that happens. So, this is really the first time that we've been able to practice that. So look forward to exploring that a little bit more.
What is the structure of having one or the other be on and off ball at any given time? Is it certain sets? Is it a feel thing for them? How do you kind of determine how?
No, it'll kind of be organic. Way back in the day, my first time here, I played Bree January and Erica Wheeler together. So I'm used to playing multiple point guards on the floor at the same time. It'll be organic. The only time that we'll probably predetermine anything is dead balls, when we want to get a certain look, maybe after free throws if we want to get a certain look, but really more than anything, we want to be able to play where our high guards run and our low guard gets our outlet, and having Aari on the floor gives us another opportunity to do that.
With Caitlin obviously playing 5-on-5 today, do you anticipate her progressing to be able to play on Wednesday?
I hope so. I think just the same structure, I would say, return to play structure as we have been. It's like she gets to do a little bit more, and then we see tomorrow is there progress or is there any regression? How does she feel? How does she look? What does recovery look like? And so this was really the first time we've been able to get her out into live action. So we'll see what it brings tomorrow.
You guys have always talked about those 3, the main 3 as the foundational pieces, but to see them be all-stars, especially here in Indy, is that kind of a fun conversation to have amongst the group about what you're building?
It is. It's really incredible. Those 3 have been pillars. They've done an outstanding job, and I'm proud of all of them. They continue to get better. They continue to embrace the impact that they have on this organization, on this team, while continuing to be hungry for more.
What do you try to make out of something like this where you give these MVP season ticket holders a unique peek behind the curtain?
I think the most important thing is to celebrate them as longtime season ticket holders, to celebrate them, to allow them to see some of the everyday behind the scenes work. The things that you do to prepare yourselves right for when the lights are on. It gives them a unique opportunity to get to know our players a little bit better through these Q&As, to get a little bit more hands-on with pictures and things like that as well. But more than anything, just thank them for their continued support of our organization.
With Dee, how do you reintegrate her back in the fold, both in what you've done over the last few weeks, but also I think she just played like every minute of the last game. So
she was incredible,
right?
Rest. Yeah, she'll need some rest. So I'm not sure when she'll be available, but this will, hopefully, knock on wood. I don't know if there's anywhere near, but when Dee gets back and she is available, this will be the first time that our full roster has been available. And so for us, reintegrating, Caitlin, if we don't have any setbacks, reintegrating Dee, it changes what our rotation looks like. It changes what our lineup looks like. It does give us a little bit more versatility, but it's going to be a challenge, but also something that's necessary for us heading into this All-Star break.
You guys haven't even played together yet, just by circumstance of how this has worked out. What do you anticipate that being like when there's more ball handling on the floor with you?
Oh, it's going to be fun. I think that with Caitlin and I playing with each other, we're going to create more shots for ourselves and just for others around us, and just expect a lot of fast pace and a lot of ball movement.
How do you expect that mixture of on-ball, off-ball to be for both of you guys? We just saw both kind of settings just now.
I mean, I think it's going to be fine. I mean, obviously we haven't got a lot of rest with each other, but just reading each other and just seeing how the game's going and how the defense is playing us.
What was today's experience like? How many times do you practice in front of fans like this?
It was good. This is my first time doing this, so it was a great experience. I'm happy, and I know my teammates, I can speak for them as well. It's just, putting on a show for them and just letting them get to know us a little better and just seeing, us keep building that chemistry.
You have 3 all-star teammates now. How special is that, especially given the fact that it's right here in Indy?
Kudos to them. They deserve it and more, and just it speaks volumes to the work that they've put in this off season, and just they're great human beings as well. And I congratulated all 3, and they just credited us. Like, thanks for making them look good, but all thanks goes to them. And I just want them to keep being themselves and just enjoy the moment and have fun.
At this point, how much more comfortable are you than that first time around when it was a quick study? Now you've really been able to settle in and probably unpack your bags and everything.
I'm so much more comfortable now. Not living out of a suitcase anymore. But again, I'm just happy to be here, happy for the opportunity, the experience, and just, with that first stint, I got to get to know the players more and just, learn the offense. But now I'm pretty more comfortable, and I know where my teammates want to be and where they want to get their shots off. So I'm happy.
I was just going to say, did anything stand out to you looking back at the film of that last game, how you guys closed?
Trying not to think about last game, but I mean, it's tough. Playing against a team like the Sparks, they want to muck stuff up, make it an ugly game. But I mean, I think that we have to control what we can't control, not let the defense dictate to what we do on the offensive end. But I mean, toward the end of the game, I like the way we executed. We got great looks in multiple possessions, but I mean, it's on to the next. We have the Valkyries coming up.
Since an all-star for the third time, especially knowing this time that it'll be here.
Like I said, grateful, man. My career has been what it's been, and so anytime I can get something like that on my resume, I'm very grateful.
I remember a few years ago, the last time you didn't make it out, how hard that was for you, especially having this season that you had. Now you've done it 3 times in a row. Does it ever get any different or feel any better or worse than the first time, or is it still that satisfying every time?
It's that satisfying every time. I mean, everyone's trying to make that roster, so if they saw me as a winner who wants to be an all-star, I'm going to take what I can out of it, and while it's hot, I'm going to take it.
Have you talked with Caitlin about the drafting yet, or is that something you get to here later tonight?
She was just saying that she has to draft later.
Yeah.
I hope she picks me. I hope she picks both of us, but obviously the reality is that it can go either way. But it would be good to have a lot of fever girls together for that weekend.
What do you think will be different for you having All-Star here, especially in
It'll be fun. Hopefully, I've never seen Indianapolis like shining bright, so hopefully it shines bright all weekend. It's a big deal for the city, but I look forward to all the festivities. It'll be fun.
How'd you find out?
I got a call. My least suspected call, actually. I was eating my pregame meal, so I was like, oh. And so when I answered the phone, and I was kind of surprised this was a number I didn't recognize. And once, I was talking to Kathy, it was a really good conversation, and she broke the news, and so it was very humbling.
Does it ever get old, though? Right?
No, not for me. I ain't never really had too many opportunities, so anytime I can get it, I'm going to take it. I'm going to be grateful about it.
Tonight, I think there's a high chance Kelsey and AB are on my team. I'm going to do everything I can. I might trade the rest of my team for those 2, but no, I'm excited. I think it'll be fun, and that's what the All-Star Game is really about, just giving the fans something to cheer about and everybody have a good time, and honestly just celebrate how great the venue is and where it's going to go.
wait.